YouTube, what's going on? Got some haulage today. Starting with this Hot Wheels Ferrari California from 2012, maybe? I don't know where the date's at. 2011? I don't have many of these left, but I have a few. I just really like the deco on this. He had the white one too. This one, I think, looks better. Even though that metal flake is definitely out of scale, and the red interior is kind of janky, but there are lens headlights, which probably are part of the windscreen, and there are tail lights. So it's definitely not the worst looking Hot Wheels Ferrari. So I picked that one up. I grabbed this. In all my time collecting Greenlight, I've never seen one of these. I didn't even know that they existed. And it's an Honor and Valor exclusive. (2012) Camaro SS. It has a really clean fit and finish to it, so let's take a look at it. They only made 3,024 of these. It's an interesting color. It's like a satin red, maybe a semi-gloss. Really clean looking car though. I love these civilian deco Camaros, and the lens headlights on this one just look amazing. So this is after the green post, so it's kind of like one of those intermediate green lights. I don't know that I would call this an early green light, but the build quality is definitely better than what we're seeing these days. And the taillights are not lens, but they definitely play tricks on you, as they have the appearance to be lensed from certain angles, but they're definitely just painted or tampoed. And then you've got the Honor and Valor license plate. Really cool car. I really like it. And it was only $6. He had like 3 of these left. This is my haul from a local honey hole that I actually did a video on it last summer, Cubby Hole. And the place he was going to sell about 8 months ago, and it just was awful. Like, you'd go in there and there was literally nothing. It was just nothing but a bunch of junk. Like, I mean, Mike, if you watch, no offense. But I went in there today. His selection is as good now as it's ever been. So hats off to him. He's really got things going there. Like, thinking about going down there, doing another video. So yeah, he had about 3 of these left. I'm thinking about maybe grabbing another one, just to keep one on card. It's a really nice Camaro. It's definitely my nicest Camaro from Greenlight as far as this body style goes. And I have a couple of really nice ones. A couple of road racers. And I got this. This is not part of the cubbyhole haul, but I'm going to crack this open and we'll take a look, and then we'll finish up with the rest of the cubbyhole haul. So this is from HD Trucks, Series 12. I can't believe we are already on Series 12 of HD Trucks. That is so hard to believe. Now this ramp truck casting has had mixed reviews. The tooling itself on the C30 is nice, and I think the reviews have been okay on that. But I think where a lot of the criticism has been in the stance of the truck. Although this one doesn't look nearly as bad as the other one that I have. Maybe they kind of corrected it. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a review now of the other one. Because the other one I have has a gasser stance. This one looks pretty darn proper, actually. So it's a really cool truck if you're into these old Chevys. I kind of wish, you know, like I don't expect the utmost detail from Greenlight. I don't expect lens details every time. But I feel like we should be getting more detail than this. But with that said, we do have the bow tie, we have the indicators, we have the headlights. It just, that's, to me, that's kind of disappointing. I do like that we have all the trim though, with the wipers, even the molding down the side, prototypical wheels, and these ramps are really nice. There's nice detail with the diamond plate. Got the spotlights here. So that's pretty cool. And then it does come with the two little... I don't know if I'm going to get these up. Okay, so it does come with the two ramps to get the car up. I guess I will pop those on real quick. These are always a crapshoot, I have found. On the last ramp truck that I got was the Terlingua Ford, and the whole like rear bumper assembly popped off when I put the ramps on it. So build quality is very important. No issues here though. Those went on no problem. Curious to see how this Impala holds up on there. And that's very surprising that they went with a metal base on this. I'm glad that they did. It's a very heavy car. They actually went with the metal base. And it's a black metal. And the car is just almost too big. This ramp is much larger than the ramp on the Ford. There's no way this car would fit on that ramp. Barely fits on this, but it does, and it looks great. I think proportionately and everything, I think that's pretty good look. Although this Impala is a little bit off proportionately, which when you look at it on its own, it's hard to tell. Nice roller, but when you look at it next to the Auto World, it's really easy to see the casting flaws. Nice detailed engine there. Opening hood. I like the color choice on this. Actually, I like it a lot. The black vinyl top. I love the civilian deco. I don't have a two-door civilian deco other than the stock and custom. All the others I have are police cars. So I'm pretty stoked to get this one. And it's a 68, so there's your taillight configuration on the 68. All painted detail, headlights and taillights. I like these wheels. Not the biggest fan of the white wall tires, but I may just switch those around. All in all, though, I like this piece. To me, it's worth the $10 if you can get the Hobby Lobby, which is where I found this. Get your 20% off. All right, now we're going to get back to my haulage from the cubbyhole. We'll start with this. I know that this isn't really anything too exciting for us Americans, being that Alfa Romeo, so many people here don't even know what Alfa Romeo is, although they are making a comeback here. A guy that works in the same building as me has just bought one. It's a sharp looking car. But from a diecast standpoint, they're great. Oh, that's a nice roller. And I've got now 3, 4, 5, I don't know, at least 5 Alfa Romeo Kyoshos. This one here is the 159 Sport Wagon. Very, very nice. I love this type of stuff. I just love it. I love station wagons. That's just a cool looking car. So, happy to add that one. This next one I've had before and I traded it. I don't remember if I had a white one. I think the one I had was red. Now this is, if you guys watched my video earlier, this car will not roll. The way that it's designed, and with the tires and the stance the way it is, it just can't, they can't give it this stance, which is proper, and then have it roll. So you have to pick. You either get a proper stance that doesn't roll, or you get an improper stance that does roll. And they went for authenticity of the look of the vehicle. And so with that, this is what you get. You get a really nice looking car that looks fantastic, but it doesn't roll. But these are all static displays anyways, so look at all that detail. Just incredible. This is a Alfa Romeo 155 V6 Ti. Not sure if anybody else did this car in this scale. The wheels don't even roll a little bit. I mean, they're completely log jammed. But it's a fantastic looking car. I absolutely love it. Alright, the next one is a Kyosho Ferrari. It's probably one of the less desirable Ferraris. The F333 SP. I am on a quest, however, to acquire at least one example of each Kyosho Ferrari model. Now this one came pre-assembled. It's available in red, black, or yellow. When I say it came pre-assembled, it did sell as a model kit, but somebody assembled it before I got to it. And as undesirable as the car is, it is so well done that it's impossible not to appreciate the car. It's an excellent roller. If you're into race cars, then you may find yourself liking this car more than I do. I think it's a fantastic looking car. It's just not my thing. It's so well done, though. And I do like the white wheels with the black. I love the satin black finish. It does have lensed headlights and tail lights. So I'm not sure if this is a street, like a production car, or if I think it's just built straight up for racing. But then again, I don't know. It looks to have indicators. So if any of you know, comment below. Definitely a nice roller. I just love Kyosho. I love what they do. Okay, the last Kyosho that I picked up today is a Lamborghini Gallardo. I bought this with Champion DJK in mind. I was thinking, yeah, trade bait, something to that effect. I know he goes after the Kyosho Lamborghinis. He might actually even already have this one. I don't know. But as I've had it today and as I've looked at it, I don't know. I kind of like this one. I don't know if I want to get rid of it. I currently don't have any examples of a Kyosho Lamborghini, although I would really like to get a Mira. But this car is gorgeous. I love the smell of Kyosho diecast. That is a gorgeous car. The rear axle is a little tight, but it rolls no problem. I love the wheels, prototypical wheels. Lens headlight detail. Side view mirrors. Lens tail light detail. Exhaust. It's a very well done car. What's crazy though about this is that I have a well, let's just take a look. I have a Greenlight Gallardo, and this is a very, very hard casting to find. It's very tough. It's an old, like very early Motor World, and it's an old high-speed tooling. And it's crazy as I look at the Kyosho and I look at this, how nice of a job Greenlight did on this car. Because, I mean, those are accurate Gallardo wheels. Pretty close. They're not as nice as the Kyosho, but they're very, very nice. Especially by Greenlight standards. Same thing with the headlights. Very nice lensed headlights on this. Got the Lamborghini crest there on the hood. This one is a better roller. And you have the taillights and exhaust on this, which look fantastic. So it's crazy to me how nice of a job Greenlight did on the car. I mean, proportionately, they are identical. I think we're at the point in the video now where we can... So, from a scale and size standpoint, I mean, I think they're both pretty much spot on. They almost look like they could be the same tooling. I almost think the Greenlight tool has more detail to it from a sculpted standpoint. If you look at those vents on the Greenlight, they're very defined, and then on this one they're almost kind of subtle. Even the Lamborghini badging on the rear, although I think the Kyosho is probably more accurate. The exhaust definitely looks better on the Kyosho. The stance is always going to be better on Kyosho. Nobody will ever beat a Kyosho stance. But you have to admit, Greenlight did a nice job. I mean, this is at retail, this was like a $3 or $4 car. And that's like a 10 to 15. So, there's your look at the wheels. The wheels are definitely nicer on the Kyosho. So I don't know. There's things about the Kyosho I like better. There are things about the Greenlight that I like better. But it's a more interesting comparison than I originally thought it would be. It's much closer than I originally thought it would be. So, anyways, that's my haulage. Just one little Hobby Lobby find here. After the baby shower, I dipped over to Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you guys had a chance to check out my my drive home video, but after the baby shower, I went to Hobby Lobby and I picked this ramp truck up. Glad that I got it. I like it quite a bit. And that's my haul for today. Very pleased with it. Always happy to add Kyosho. Always, always happy. And I love this Camaro. It is a fantastic looking car. So, anyways, there you go. You all have a good Sunday. And I'm going to start my next layout here tomorrow. Although, I don't want to give too much away. All that I'll say is this. So far, every layout that I've done it with practicality in mind, and I've tried to design them with the purpose of making diecast videos. And I think by doing them that way, it's really limited my creativity as far as what I've been able to do. So the next one that I do is going to be 36 inches squared, which is going to be about half the size of this one. But I only ever use half of this at a time anyways. And then the other half just collects junk. So it'll be 36 squared. And I'm just going to make a great scene. I'm just going to build a great scene as good as I can make it. I'm not going to be worried about what kind of camera angle can I use, how can I do this, how can I do that, can I fit a building here, can I fit a building there. I'm not going to think about any of that. I've got an idea in my mind, and I'm going to do the layout. It's going to have an overpass with a bridge, and I'm just going to try to make a great scene. And then whatever videos come out of it, it just is what it is. But that's how I'm going to approach this one. So the fact that it's going to have an overpass with a bridge means that I need to build a bridge. And so I'm going to start that tomorrow. I won't actually start building the layout until the bridge is complete. And then once that happens, I'll get going on the layout. But I'm excited to do it. This layout is so beyond stale to me. I'm so over it. It's so boring to me. And I just can't deal with it much longer. So I'm going to do my best to get a new one done. And then I'll give this one away or sell it or whatever. Trade it. And then, yeah. Not too much longer. There will be some new background stuff. Also, I got a really good idea for these paper structures to give them rigidity. Just use popsicle sticks. Popsicle sticks and glue. You can get the popsicle sticks, you can get 500 of them for like $4 at Walmart. And you can cut the round edges off with scissors. So I might do that just to make these structures not do this and not do that. But I also might just make a new structure, so I don't know. We'll have to see. But that's where I'm at with the layout, and this is where I'm at with the haul. So thank you for watching, and you all have a great night, have a great Sunday, and I will holler at the next one.